Namaste, hello everyone, I'm Devulna ma'am from Edu Arena and our today's topic is equality. So let us begin with Universal Adult Franchise. Now what is Universal Adult Franchise? Now you see here, Universal Adult Franchise means all the people who are 18 years of age and above have the right to vote irrespective of their caste, religion, color, race, economic and educational condition. That is, all the people who are of the age of 18 years and above, they have the right to vote, okay, irrespective of their religion, caste, creed, color, economic and educational backgrounds, okay. So you can see the concept of equality and the concept of universal adult franchise, you can relate the concept because the universal adult franchise gives all the people the right to vote irrespective of their caste, creed, color and so many things, okay. Now we will discuss about the Article 15 because Article 15 allows general public to use the wells, tanks, bathing ghats, etc. and also it allows the people to access to shops, public places, hotels, restaurants and places of public entertainment. So you see here Article 15 is giving all the general public access to the the bathing ghats, to the wells, to the tanks. So now you see this Article 15 is giving the people the right to go to the general places, the right to use the public tanks, the public wells, go to the bathing ghats. Now why this this small rights, these are very general rights. Now why these rights are given? Now you see these rights are given because earlier people were discriminated because of their caste, okay, especially the low caste people were discriminated and the low caste people were known as Dalit and Dalit means broken. So you see how badly they were addressed, isn't it? And very badly they were discriminated. For example, the writer Om Prakash, Om Prakash Valmiki, he is a writer and he is in Dalit. So in his autobiography, that is Jhutan, he writes about that how he was discriminated. When he was a child, when he used to go to school, he was given in the floor to sit. And he was he was not allowed to do the classes also. The teacher used to send him to clean the playground, to clean the schools. So in this way, and sometimes he was just beaten without any reason, without doing anything wrong. He was just punished just because he was a Dalit. Now you see, earlier the discrimination was on the basis of the caste, and that's why the Article 15 gives the people these small this basic rights. So that's why in the fundamental right you will find the right to equality, that is everyone is equal before the law. Now what do you mean by this thing that everyone is equal before the law? Everyone is equal before the law means that every person, whether it is the Prime Minister or whether it is the the common people or whether it is the domestic helper that comes to our house to help us, everyone has the right, and that is everyone has the right to vote, everyone has the right to go to the public places, everyone can use the the common the bathing ghats, everyone can go there, okay. So right to equality, there it is given that everyone is equal before the law. So everyone is equal before the law means that irrespective of their caste, creed, gender, color, race, etc., they have the right to vote, they have the right to go to the places anywhere they want to go, okay. So now you see this under to this everyone is equal before the law. Under this, the first point that comes is number 1, we have that no person cannot go beyond the laws. Everyone, whether it is the Prime Minister or whether it is a common people, have to abide by the laws. Second, no person cannot discriminate the other one because of the caste, creed, color, and so many things, etc. And the third, it is your every people. So number 3 is that every people have the access to go to the public places. The public places like the hotels, the entertainment places, they can use the public things. You cannot say that no, you cannot use it because you are a because you are of a low caste. Okay, so in this video we have discussed many things. See you in the next class. Okay, so now we will discuss about, see here I have written equality in Indian democracy. So now we will study about equality in Indian democracy. Now you see, the Indian democracy recognizes every people, or you can say every person, as equal. Okay, whether it is a male or a female, irrespective of his caste, tribe, religion, color, race, etc. He is recognized as equal. He is treated equally with dignity. Now you see here, the government has tried to implement the equality first through laws and second through government programs or schemes for the disadvantaged communities. So now you see the government, the Indian government I am talking about, the Indian government has tried to implement equality first through laws, yes, and secondly through implementing some programs or schemes. Okay, so that the disadvantaged communities will get some opportunities. Okay, so you see now the midday meals. Okay, if I talk about midday meals, this midday meals was introduced by the government. Okay. So now you see, according to this scheme, this scheme was introduced in all the elementary schools. Okay, and according to this scheme, cooked lunch will be served to the children. Okay, that is, the meals will be served to the children. Okay, and Tamil Nadu was the first state to introduce this scheme. Okay, Tamil Nadu was the first to introduce this. And the government, the Supreme Court, ordered all the other states to implement this program or the schemes in their states within 6 months. Okay. Now you see, I have written down some positive effects of this midday meals. This midday meals have brought many positive changes. Now what are they? So you see, number 1, now you can see I have written, that is your poor children began enrolling and regularly attending classes. So the poor children's, before earlier what, they used to go to home to, have their lunch, and then, they wouldn't return back again. So, this was one of the problem. But now after introducing this scheme, the children, especially the poor children, they became very regular in attending their schools. Next, you see, this program has also helped to reduce caste prejudices, because both the lower and the upper class children would sit together for the meals. So, caste prejudices has also been reduced because of this meal, because both the upper class and the lower caste children, would sit together for the meals. Then you see, Dalit women have been employed to cook the meals. So, the Dalit women were also employed, to cook the meals. Next, it has also helped to reduce the hunger of the poor students. Okay, it has also, helped to reduce the hunger of the poor students. Those were very poor and couldn't eat at home properly, So you see how the, this midday meals, how it had so many, positive effects. But do you think that after doing so much, introducing so many laws, schemes, you really think that after doing so much, discrimination is now, you will not find anywhere discrimination? Do you think this? No. Till today, in the villages, people are being discriminated. So, discrimination or inequality, only it can be removed when your attitude will be changed. Okay. If you don't change your attitude, you cannot remove discrimination and inequality from the society. So we have to change our attitude to remove discrimination and inequality from our society. Okay. Thank you everyone. See you in the next class, and please do like, share and subscribe our channel.